Join me as I challenge myself to grow the biggest roses possible after their first blooms, using my top tips. When our roses finish blooming for the first time, it can be a little disheartening to see them start to fade away. But with the right care, you can encourage your roses to continue producing bigger and more vibrant blooms throughout the growing season. In fact, the key to getting those massive show-stopping flowers is all about what you do after that first bloom. I think we've all been there. Our roses have this gorgeous first bloom, and then suddenly they just stop producing new flowers. Or even worse, they start to look a bit stunted or unhealthy. It's frustrating because we're not sure what's going on or how to fix it. Maybe you've even tried a few different things to get your roses blooming again, but nothing seems to work. One of the biggest challenges we face as gardeners is getting our roses to rebloom. It's not just about getting them to produce more flowers, though. It's about getting them to produce bigger, healthier flowers that really make a statement. So why do our roses sometimes struggle to rebloom? Well, there are a lot of factors at play, from soil quality to watering habits to pruning techniques. For example, if you're not pruning your roses correctly, you might be inadvertently preventing them from producing new blooms. Or if you're not fertilizing them properly, they might not have the nutrients they need to produce big, healthy flowers. It's all about creating the right conditions for your roses to thrive, and that requires a little bit of knowledge and attention to detail. So, what can you do to support your roses after that first bloom? First and foremost, you need to prune them correctly. This means cutting back the canes to about 1/3 of their height, which will help the rose bush focus its energy on producing new growth and new blooms. You should also be fertilizing your roses regularly, using a balanced fertilizer that provides them with the nutrients they need to thrive. Another important thing to consider is watering. Roses need consistent moisture, especially when they're producing new blooms. But you don't want to overwater them. Either that can lead to root rot and other problems. Instead, aim for about 1 inch of water per week, either from rain or irrigation. You can also use mulch around the base of your rose bushes to help retain moisture and suppress weeds. One powerful tip that I want to share with you is the importance of deadheading. This means removing the spent blooms from your rose bushes, which will help encourage them to produce more flowers. Simply snip off the faded blooms with a pair of pruning shears, making sure to leave the leaf nodes intact. This will help your rose bushes direct their energy towards producing new blooms rather than seed production. Another technique that can make a huge difference is using a rose-specific fertilizer. These fertilizers are formulated to provide roses with the specific nutrients they need to produce big, healthy blooms. They often contain ingredients like phosphorus, potassium, and magnesium, which are all essential for healthy plant growth. By using a rose-specific fertilizer, you can give your roses the nutrients they need to thrive. By following these tips, you can dramatically improve the health and appearance of your roses. And with a little bit of patience and attention to detail, you can grow the biggest, most beautiful roses you've ever seen. Remember, it's all about creating the right conditions for your roses to thrive. And with the right care, they'll reward you with stunning blooms all season long. To recap, supporting your roses after that first bloom is all about providing them with the right care and attention. By pruning, fertilizing, watering, and deadheading correctly, you can encourage your roses to produce bigger, healthier blooms throughout the growing season. So, give these tips a try and see the difference they can make in your own garden. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment below with your own tips and experiences. And if you're looking for more information on rose care, be sure to check out my video on general rose care. It's packed with even more tips and advice to help you grow the healthiest, most beautiful roses possible.